You talking that funky. It's about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo notes are
It's week 11 of the 2022 season, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' speedy running back. He was terrific a week ago, well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Cards and the 49ers on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 13... season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the third overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive field.
And right away, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
What's not cool about the game there on second down, that was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Cardinals at 2-8 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, the tight end. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005. A 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the right hash, this from 53. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him, because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's Nwangu. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Moore, the man in motion. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lance going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zaven Collins coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over Trapper.
And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Murray off play action. That is caught by Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run down for Nwangu. And he's brought down. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Nwangu. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 13. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Lance now on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So we reach halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Nwangwu. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go option to the short side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. To throw is Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again, Murray. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Murray now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles. Back now in Mexico City. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. McCaffrey running up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 40 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Handoff here to Nwangu. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
9 yards that time.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Now a give running left is Nwangu to the 43, 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
If those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
Pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On the give is Nwangu.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run with Nwangu.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Nwangu looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On the run is Nwangu.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Prater's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Pass midfield, look out. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Over.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
Another one in the books for his partner.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent.